Paultons Park has been teasing a brand new water ride coming to the park in the next 2024 season. What could this brand new water ride possibly be? What new addition would be best for this family theme park located in the south of the UK? There are many rumours and lots of speculation out there regarding what could be coming to this great little park, so let's dive into what could be coming to Paultons Park in 2024 and the brand new water ride we think could be coming. What would the best possible option be? Stick around to find out. Welcome to Coasternaut, and if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe for future updates and news on Paultons Park and this future water ride edition. There'll be plenty more news updates before the ride opens, and I'll keep you updated with more details on the ride as and when we know more about it prior to the ride opening in the 2024 season. So then, Paultons Park, what do we currently know about the new water ride project expected to come to the park in 2024? Visitors to Paultons Park in the 2022 season were met with surprises and changes to the park, specifically in the Lost Kingdom area of the park, which is themed to dinosaurs. One shock was that the Temple Heights ride was removed completely, and two was that this area where the ride used to sit was surrounded by construction walls, and this had a statement on them that said Paultons Park new water ride will be splashing into Lost Kingdom in 2024. As I said a second ago, Lost Kingdom is the dinosaur themed area of Paultons Park where you can interact with multiple dinosaur animatronics. There is some nice jungle and prehistoric theming full of lovely foliage and a great selection of junior rides, and it's surrounded by some fantastic rock work in this area. There are two Vekoma roller coasters in this area, Flight of the Pterosaur and Velociraptor, and a zero coaster called Dino Chase for juniors. Alongside the coasters, flat rides and animatronic dinosaurs, the Lost Kingdom themed area of Paultons Park also features a play park, so it is a very well surrounded area and offers great variety of rides surrounded by some great theming too. Paultons Park has become more and more synonymous with great theming these days and is probably the best theme park in the UK, at least in my opinion, and I know a lot of other UK enthusiasts also believe that. Some great areas like Tornado Springs and Lost Kingdom, and being an area that has so many different rides in, thrill seekers of all ages can enjoy this area. There is an attraction for everyone. There are some junior rides, some more thrilling rides in there, and it is really rounded off by that fantastic theming. So the fencing that was put up at the park around the former Temple Heights ride, this is at the base camp food outlet. It's right at the back of the park near where some of the birds are and the sort of wildlife exhibits, and Paultons has a lot of free space at the park, especially around sort of Cobra and that sort of left side of the park. So for Paultons to remove an existing attraction to make way for another one clearly hints at the fact that they believe they are going to be massively improving the area and adding a ride which will be better for park guests and be a better option for the ride lineup. Otherwise I think they would have just gone and placed a new ride in some of that free area that they currently have, rather than removing your ride to add a new one. Paultons Park is a family thrill theme park and doesn't really offer many complete thrill rides other than maybe the Mack spinning coaster Storm Chaser, potentially Cobra the Gerstlauer bobsled, and Cyclonator, which was added in the Tornado Springs edition to the park. However, most of these rides can also only really be family thrill. They don't really have any proper true thrill rides at the park. However, with the addition of Tornado Springs that brought both Storm Chaser and Cyclonator, there is a feeling amongst UK enthusiasts that Paultons Park is trying to appeal more to the thrill ride market and is trying to add larger thrill rides, and that has led to much speculation that this new water edition will in fact be a water coaster, potentially by Mack rides or Intamin, and that would be very unique, not just for Paultons Park but for the UK as a whole, because we do not have any water coasters at our UK theme parks. Seeing one of these come to the park would be a massive statement from Paultons. It would completely put them on the map, Like I say, Alton Towers doesn't have one, Thorpe Park doesn't have one. Putting something like this into Paultons Park would really put this park on the map, and enthusiasts from not just across the country but potentially across Europe would have to come to Paultons Park to try these out, because there still isn't that many water coasters around these days, and that would completely put them against their competitors in the family market such as Drayton Manor, and put them on par with potentially, like I say, some of the bigger parks like Alton or Thorpe. However, I just can't potentially see this happening. If you look at the footage in this video, the area is not very big at all, and even though I think Paultons Park could do some great theming of a water coaster similar to Krampus Expedition, which is a Mack Rides water coaster at Nigloland in France, in this Lost Kingdom area they could do some great dinosaur theming for that water coaster. I just can't see it fitting in this area at all, so I am going to rule that one out personally, although it would be fantastic to see a water coaster come to Paultons Park, and I can see why those rumours have occurred to see that, potentially try and appeal to the thrill market even more. So at the park already there is a log flume attraction. Admittedly it's quite a, I wouldn't say junior log flume. It's not one of the really tiny log flumes that you see out there. It's a Revachon log flume, and it's definitely of the family friendly sort of experience. There's 2 drops on there. It doesn't get you completely soaked. You know, it's not like Stormforce 10 at Drayton Manor. So potentially they could try and add a new log flume, but I can't quite see why they'd do that. And not many parks have 2 log flumes. You know, log flumes aren't exactly the most modern day water ride, and for that reason I can't see them adding another one when they have already got one, unless, you know, potentially they would remove their old one. But I can't see them doing that. Like I say, they are a family park at the end of the day, Paultons Park, and even though it's not necessarily for me and a lot of other thrill-seeking enthusiasts, I can see why their current family log flume would be really popular. You know, it's not too high, it's not too fast, but it has got 2 drops on there. One of them is a double down drop, and it doesn't get you completely soaked, so it is great for kids and for the rest of the family. So personally, I'm going to rule out another log flume coming to the park. Even if it was a larger, more thrilling log flume, I don't think it would fit in this area at all, you know, in terms of making it bigger and better than the one that's already at the park. So personally, I also can't see a log flume coming to Paultons Park. And so for that reason, I think it is probably going to be some sort of water flat ride coming to the park. Whether or not this is just a flat ride that you've seen in the video, like a top spin or something with water theming. I know Ripsaw at Alton Towers used to do this, where, you know, it was just a normal Huss top spin, but there was lots of water sort of chutes that would fly up towards the ride and not actually get the riders wet, so it's not actually a complete water ride, but it would, you know, there'll be water around the ride, and that is a potential possibility. But, you know, the amount of emphasis that they're putting into this branding and marketing, you know, they're saying this is splashing into Lost Kingdom. I think it's not going to be that. I think it is going to be something potentially like a Zamperla Big Wave, where, you know, it is actually a water ride, potentially a bit more thrilling, sort of a drop tower shoot this shoot style ride where, you know, guests will get wet, is thrilling, but can also appeal to families and isn't going to be too scary for everyone to ride. Potentially a splash battle could come to the park. You know, they don't have to be a too large area to fit a splash battle. And they can also be really well themed, so I could see a splash battle coming to Paultons, because once again, you know, you could see some very nice dinosaur theming, some rock work. I think that would make a really nice splash battle and would fit quite well in that area. So let me know then, what do you think about the new water ride coming to Paultons Park in 2024? What do you think it'll be? Like I've said before, I personally think it'll be some sort of water-based flat ride, like a Zamperla Big Wave, but I wouldn't be totally surprised if it was something different, like a splash battle, like a potential rapids. There isn't a rapids ride at Paultons, and therefore that could be a good addition, but I would love to hear your thoughts on the topic down below. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, subscribe to the channel for new videos in the future on Paultons Park and their new water ride project, and I will keep you updated with the news as and when we get it. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.